Call Moonbase, will you?
Yes, sir.
Status check. Target.
Affirmative.
Magnetic field.
Check.
Saturation density. Green. Resonator. Affirmative. Code.
Okay.
Displacements.
Go.
Filters.
Check.
Fluctuation.
Affirmative.
Reflex.
Excuse me. Right. Shadow control for you, Lieutenant.
Right. Lieutenant Ellis.
Good morning, Gay. I think I might have some action for you. Now, I want Moonbase put on yellow alert from 1045 to track Seagull X-ray. Now, it's carrying Shadow VIPs on the Utronic equipment. So let's keep everybody on their toes. We can't afford to take chances.
Roger. Joan, announce a yellow alert for 1045.
Yes, Lieutenant.
And complete the status check. I think this is going to be for real. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back about 10:30.
Okay. Moonbase will be on yellow alert from 10:45 Earth elapsed time. Repeat, 10:45 EET. All space trackers to be fully operational by 10:45 EET.
Hi, Gay.
Hello, Lou.
Do you think this could be it, Lieutenant?
Looks like it, Lou. An SST traveling at Mach 4 is a pretty tempting target. Particularly as it's carrying the new Utronic equipment. Hello, Ken.
Hi.
Hi, Mark.
Gay, this alert. What do you think? Another false alarm?
Don't think so, Mark.
So this time it could be real.
Yeah, could be.
Well, I guess we could all do with a bit of action.
Well, I could do with a cup of coffee.
Sure.
Thanks.
Put Skydiver in the picture.
Yes, sir.
Message from Shadow Control, sir. Yellow alert at 10:45.
Right. Stevenson Base, this is Seagull X-ray. Liftoff check complete.
Liftoff clearance. Roger, Seagull X-ray. You are clear to go.
You know? 10:45.
Right.
Brakes off.
Airspeed building. 130. 140. 160 V1. VR. Rotate.
This is Moonbase calling Sid.
This is Space Intruder Detector. Pass your message.
Seagull X-ray carrying VIPs and neutronic equipment is airborne. Track progress of aircraft until further notice. Keep sharp lookout for UFO.
Please pass your code so that your instructions can be complied with.
Stand by to receive code.
Standing by. Thank you. Your code is correct. I have Seagull X-ray on scanners. It is on course. Speed 1500 knots.
Moonbase computers confirm course correct. Airspeed 1500 knots.
Right. Maintain tracking.
Hydroplanes check complete, sir.
Okay. Steer 042.
Steer 042.
042.
Maintain present speed.
Maintain speed, 40 knots.
I'll be in my office.
Right, sir.
Coordinate for EOI. Affirmative. Signal for red when identification is positive. Roger. We estimate total H490, changing to wave band 404 for a 2.
Red alert. Red alert. UFO 428. 146 green.
Got it. 428 146 green. Speed. Solid.
Trajectory termination.
Coming up.
This is Moonbase to Shadow Control. Predicted trajectory termination, North Atlantic. Speed, solid. Going for intercept, out. Interceptors.
Immediate launch. Interceptors. Immediate launch.
Interceptors go. Right.
This is Moonbase to all shadow stations. Moonbase to all shadow stations. UFO sighted, 428-146 green, will report.
Attention all defense systems. This is a maximum security alert. Attention all defense systems. I say again, this is a maximum security alert. Condition red.
Speed 1.5 million miles per second. Range 75 million miles.
Okay. Yes.
70 million miles.
Maintaining solid. Red. 129046.
Right. Trajectory.
Still as predicted.
Lieutenant, I have green on interceptors 1, 2, and 3.
Moonbase to interceptors.
Stand by is our control computer.
Right.
MCC reading 101-264-110. Missile timing
2496.
Missile program completed.
Range 8 million miles closing. 7 million miles.
Missile firing 5.4 seconds.
Detonation confirmed.
Negative. It's through.
Well, don't just sit there. Warn Skydiver. And get me Alec Freeman.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, Miss Lake, Shadow Control have just informed me that a UFO is approaching the North Atlantic. I'm afraid we must assume that this aircraft is its target. We're going to reduce height in order to gain the advantage of cloud cover. This will mean we'll have to reduce speed, but of course in the dense atmosphere, so will the UFO.
Presumably that increases Shadow's chances of intercepting it.
Yes, it does. I'd fasten your seatbelts if I were you.
UFO entering visual speed range.
Radar and visual alert.
UFO on radar track, speed Mach 5.
Thank God for the atmosphere. It's the best protection we have.
Have positive radar fix.
Well, it's up to Skydiver now.
In position, sir.
Right.
Stand by. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Launch stations.
Launch stations. Clear 1.
1 clear,
Clear 2.
2 clear.
Ready for takeoff, sir.
Okay, lift-off stations.
Lift-off stations.
Checking boosters.
Circuits.
Cut boosters.
H-pulse circuits,
Cutting
okay.
boosters.
Relays, okay. Good, let's give it. Interlocks engaged.
Stabilize gyros.
Trigger circuits, okay.
Right. Stand by for liftoff. Shadow control from Sky 1, airborne. Position 020, red.
Roger, Sky 1.
Airspeed down to 600 knots.
Right. Lower heat shield.
Right.
I don't like it. These clouds give about as much cover as a G-string on a belly dancer.
Sky 1 to Seagull X-ray. Over.
Oh, Peter, am I glad to hear you? What's your position?
Right above you. Level off at 20,000.
Sky 1 to Seagull X-ray. Have UFO on screen. Closing rapidly.
Roger. 10 degrees port.
Right.
UFO at 12 o'clock. You are the target. Coming into attack. UFO entered cloud layer. Keep a sharp lookout.
Roger. Hold her steady.
Sky 1 to Shadow Control. Reporting direct hit on UFO. It's gonna crash into the sea.
Good shooting, Sky 1. Come in, Seagull X-ray. Alec, are you okay?
I've aged about 5 years, but we're still in one piece.
Hello, Sky 1. Follow it down, Captain. Use your reconnaissance cameras.
Roger, will do. It went straight under. It seems to be breaking up. Hold it. There's a body.
Please confirm. Did you say body?
Yes.
It's a body.
Commander Straker.
Is he alive, Doctor?
Yes.
Well?
Well, the general analysis has shown that he's humanoid.
You mean like us?
More or less. Body temperature 3 degrees paranormal, blood pressure rather low, muscular development poor.
The skin has an artificial green coloration, probably absorbed from the liquid. The interesting thing here is that the hair hasn't picked up this tint, which suggests that the liquid contains a bioacrophilic compound. Also, the fact that the eyes were protected by plastic shells seems to support this theory. Anyway, we'll know more when we get the computer readout from the first electromedical check. It'll be a few minutes.
A man. From a solar system probably 100 million miles from Earth.
It's incredible.
What is?
Well, we can't be certain yet, but this preliminary test shows organ and gland transplants. Heart, liver, left lung, thyroid.
Do you realize what this could mean, Alec?
It's still theory.
Theory. Fact. After almost 10 years of possible, probable, and confirmed UFO incidents. Fact. On a number of fully documented occasions, mutilated bodies found after UFO attacks. Organs missing. Fact. An electromedical examination on the first alien we lay our hands on shows organ transplants.
The doctors aren't certain.
No, not yet. But I'm willing to bet that our proof lies at the end of that corridor.
Dr. Schroeder? Intensive care unit. We have an emergency. I'm afraid he's dead.
Can I have a post-mortem?
48 hours.
Make it 24. Not the details. Just what really matters.
The rapid aging isn't documented in the report. We're not sure why it happened, but it's certainly connected with the reaction of Earth's atmosphere on the body.
Now, gentlemen, let's concern ourselves with the three main questions regarding UFOs. 1, where do they come from?
Now, the fact that the lungs were filled with an oxygenated liquid seems to indicate a subjection to phenomenal acceleration and fantastic speed over a long period. Long enough for the skin to pick up the green coloration of the liquid. Now, all this would appear to add up to an extended journey through space, perhaps several months, at many times the speed of light.
Question number 2. Who are they? Well, obviously, in science and technology, several hundred years in advance of man. But everything in this report seems to add up to a dying race. Hereditary sterility was evident. But by using drugs and advanced transplant techniques, they could have found a way to stop the natural aging process. They're also highly intelligent, so they presumably come to Earth knowing the risk of contact with our atmosphere. Which brings us inevitably to question number 3. Why do they come? This report indicates 5 major organ and gland transplants. In the case of the heart, tissue compatibility test shows that it was human in origin. It came from Earth, gentlemen. Therefore, one of the reasons they must obviously come is to obtain organ replacements. But there may be other reasons. Imagine a dying planet in some distant corner of the universe. Its natural resources exhausted. Its inhabitants sterile. Doomed to extinction.
Good morning.
Miss Eland?
The report.
Thank you. Messages?
Information. Q21 answer negative. Q46 satellite link effective. Q9700. The computer readouts available from today.
Have them put straight through to me, will you?
Yes, sir.
Sighting confirmed. Course varying 8 to 10 degrees.
Get moon base.
Right.
Hello, Gay. How long has it been banking and weaving like this?
It started 2 minutes, 20 seconds ago, sir. Before that, course and speed were constant.
What were the readings?
Course 037164. Speed Sol 1.6.
You never had a flight pattern like this before.
Course still varying. Speed now 0.85 and reducing.
Thank you. How long before Commander Straker comes on duty?
What's the panic?
A UFO. Its approach is much slower than usual, and it's varying course constantly.
Yes, but maintaining an overall flight path. Yes, I agree with you, Alec. This zigzagging is unusual.
It's almost as if it were trying to avoid something.
Or find something. Well, we can't take any chances. Sound a red alert for all ground stations.
Shadow control to all stations. We have a red alert. Repeat. Condition is red.
Interceptors, immediate launch. Immediate launch. Stand by to set missile control computer.
Right.
Missile timing 1475.
Missile launch, 10 seconds.
Positive. Contact lost.
Moonbase to Shadow Control.
We hit it, Commander.
Well done, Lieutenant. Oh, that one certainly made a new approach. I wonder what it was trying to do.
We'll never know, I'm glad to say.
Cigar?
Thank you.
Moonbase to Shadow Control.
What is it, Lieutenant?
I have another contact, sir.
A second UFO?
No, sir. The same one.
The same one, but you reported a positive detonation.
I know, sir. The scanners showed negative.
But it's back.
Well, what's the position now, Lieutenant?
I'm sorry, sir. It's through Moonbase defenses.
Heading for Earth.
Thank you.
Launch stations. Check boosters 1, 2, and 3. Clear 1.
Lift-off stations.
Liftoff -5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Sky 1 to control. Airborne.
We have you on positive track, Sky One. Set onboard computer for interception course.
I have it on radar. Range 29 miles. Closing. Have visual contact. Setting missile firing sequence. Missile launch. -10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 0.
Yes, Miss Elan.
If there's nothing else, sir, I'll be going home.
No, that's all right, Miss Elan. I'm about to leave myself. Good night. Straker.
Possible sighting, Commander.
Have trace on positive track. Course 428146 green. Speed 0 Sol 8. Range 32 million miles closing. Red alert. Red alert.
Control to interceptors. Have UFOs on positive track. Green 140.
Moon base to Shadow Control. Confirm UFO sightings. Going for intercept.
Maintaining speed and course. Apogee 027.324. Range 20 million miles.
Positive track green 140273. Yes, we have that. Roger. We confirm orbital reference. Speed correction. Sol 0.7.
I have green on 1, 2, and 3.
Roger.
Speed Sol 0.78. Range 17 million miles.
Anything?
No, nothing yet, sir.
Here we go again. Red alert! Red alert! Interceptors immediate launch! Ground defense control, position rocket launchers. Moon base to shadow control. Moon base to shadow control.
Go ahead, Moon Base.
Ground defenses in position. Interceptor spaceborne. Contact -47.
Roger.
Firing range -8.
UFO's retreating.
Giving chase.
It smells. Moonbase, tell your ground defenses to get nervous.
Shadow Control. 3 more UFOs approaching. Orbital reference
318.
Decoys. Moonbase, instruct the interceptors to return immediately.
That's it. They're wide open now. Where are they?
Liftoff complete. Onboard readout is go. Roger. You are clear for EO. Out. Lunar module to control. Separation A-OK. This is Lunar module to Moonbase control. Have visual contact.
Roger, Lunar Module. Have you on track for auto landing? The Lunar Module with Colonel Freeman on board is docking now.
Hello, Gay. Shall we start? Hello, Nina.
Hello, Colonel.
How's everything going?
Fine.
Good. How are things with you, Joan?
Fine, sir.
Is that your report, Lieutenant?
Yes, I think you'll find everything's in order.
Sure I shall. Shall we continue?
The, spares situation might need reviewing. I'd like to see the level kept about 20% higher.
Funny you should say that. Straker asked me to get your ideas on the subject. He had the same idea. Hi, Colonel. Hi, Lou. What sort of times are you making on the interceptor launches, Lieutenant?
About 125 seconds flat.
That's pretty good. Well, that about wraps it up for this month. I'll report a clean bill of health.
Fine.
I have a possible sighting. Will relay details of speed and trajectory.
I have a trace bearing 062415 green. Confirmed sighting, yellow alert. I repeat, yellow alert.
Good luck, Mark.
Okay, let's go.
entered Area Blue 634. Interceptors are in position, awaiting confirmation. We'll give computation of attack coordinates and missile timings as soon as possible.
Next sweep should tell us.
Red alert, red alert. Confirm unidentified flying object.
This is Moonbase Control. Red alert.
Red alert. Interceptors, immediate launch. Interceptors.
Immediate launch.
Our checks, A-OK. Interceptor 2, our checks, A-OK. Interceptor 1, our checks, A-OK.
Switch to radio link 4. Onboard computer wave band
068. Confirm speed 0.8.
Bearing 342047. That's it, don't lose it. Base to interceptors. Have the UFO on positive track. Speed Sol 0.8. Speed Sol 0.8.
Bearing 342047.
UFO maintaining course. Predict interceptors in range 51 seconds.
Control to leader.
Set onboard computer for the auto count.
Roger.
Missile launch, 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Our visual contact with explosion.
Detonation positive.
Did they get it?
I still have a contact, Lieutenant.
Double check.
Positive.
Predict UFO on collision course with interceptors. Impact 32 seconds.
Control to interceptor 2. Alter course to 024201.
Impact 14 seconds.
Interceptor 1 to base. Request new course.
1 to base. Request new course.
Control to interceptor 3. Alter course to
024186.
9 seconds.
Interceptor 1 to base. Request new course.
Control to interceptor 1.
Alter course to
024218.
It's too late, Lieutenant.
Looks a long way off, doesn't it?
Might as well be at the other end of the universe.
Has anyone seen Lieutenant Ellis?
She's in Central Park.
Thanks. Well, there's one of the lucky ones who'll be back on terra firma tomorrow.
4 million miles closing. Trajectory Northern Europe. Range 3.5 million miles closing. 2 million miles closing. Speed reducing to Sol 6. One UFO has changed trajectory. Predicted target, this satellite.
Interceptor 2, lock onto new bearing 330.
Liftoff complete. Onboard readout is go. Roger. You are clear for EO. Out. Lunar module to control. Separation A-OK.
Right on the old button.
In position, Captain. IGR 140288.
Right. Take her up 8 fathoms.
Prepare surface stations. Blow tanks 1 through 6.
Yes, sir.
Steady at 8 fathoms, sir.
Right. Nothing in sight. Prepare to surface.
Surface stations.
Maintain visual and radar. Watch for surface vessels. Where are we, Lieutenant?
Right here, Captain.
Fine. Well, we've made good time. Hover cruise at 20 knots. Steer a course 126.
Steer 126, speed 20 knots. Tracking aerial set up, sir.
Right. This is Skydiver to control. We have surfaced. In position to check the satellite.
Roger, Skydiver.
What's happening, Captain?
Well, I've got a feeling it's pretty important. Commander Drake is playing this one close to his chest.
There's the signal.
It looks good.
I have a radar sighting, bearing 279.
Right. Looks like a freighter. Take it down.
Yes, sir. Dive, dive, dive.
Skydiver to shadow control.
Shadow control.
We had to crash dive to avoid a surface vessel.
What was it?
A freighter, but I'm sure they didn't see us.
Before we dived, we did manage to pick up the satellite.
Its orbit looked good.
Thank you, Skydiver. I'll tell Commander Straker.
How far is it now?
Around 8 miles.
Do you think it'll work?
Well, I think so. But then I always was an eternal optimist.
4 minutes, Doctor.
Right. Check area latitude.
10 seconds to transmission check, sir.
There it is. Smack on the nose.
The first transmissions are coming through, sir. Signal strength 012147.
What's the distortion?
Minimal. Decimal 072.
Fine. Keep tracking.
I think Dr. Young was a little put out at not being able to see the results.
Yes. Security is a word I don't like to throw at a man who goes out of his way to cooperate.
Maybe we could send him a couple of prints.
Let's wait and see if there's anything on the tape to print.
All set up, Ford?
Yes, sir.
Look at that.
Look at that detail. That's taken from nearly 500 miles out.
Fantastic quality.
Fantastic. A real breakthrough. See this one here? Range 490 miles, magnification times 250. It's like a helicopter shot.
Well, I'm convinced. We'll throw everything we've got into getting this project approved. How's it going, Kelly?
Pretty well, Commander.
In fact, the test run was so successful, there are very few modifications needed.
It's quite a setup. When can I tell the commission we'll be ready to go?
3-4 weeks. We just have to check out the link systems.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear.
Oh, Commander. Could I have a word with you? Do you mind, John?
No, not at all.
Well, what's on your mind?
Tomorrow you're going to ask the Aerospace Commission for $1 billion.
Yes, for one of the most important projects Shadow has ever undertaken.
Sure. It's the first item on the agenda. There are 53 others. Mine's number 52. It comes right after how much do we spend on new coffee machines. Look, all I'm asking for is $50,000, and the chances are I won't get it.
I don't see how I can help you, Kelly.
I think my project's important, sir. You could help me.
Now, wait a minute. You've done a great job on the device. But you're a group.
Group? There are just 2 of us, Commander. But with that $50,000, we could complete the development on the stereo scan.
I'd like to help. But I think you're looking the wrong way, Kelly. Space. That's where you should turn your talent.
Well, I hope you get your $1 billion.
Oh, I'll get it. It's a space project.
Have trace on positive track, course 428146, green. Speed 0, Sol 8. Range 20 million miles, closing.
Termination?
It should be through any second.
Tell Moonbase to launch the interceptors.
Red alert. Red alert.
Control to interceptors. Have UFOs on positive track. Green 140.
Moonbase to Shadow Control.
Confirm UFO sightings. Go for intercept.
Range 5 million miles.
We've lost it.
Can't understand how those interceptors missed. Seemed to me that UFO was a sitting target.
Maybe that's what we were supposed to think.
And that's a good point, Alec. Force the interceptors to release their missiles, avoid them, then it gets a clear run past the moon base defenses. Where is it now?
Range 7 million.
Trajectory termination?
It's difficult to say. It's changing course more violently than before. Nearest we can get is Western Europe.
Well, it could be damaged. Lieutenant Ellis reported a strike.
Speed increasing. 1.4. 1.8. 2.4.
That does it. We'll never get near it at that speed. Must get a closer ETT. Is the rate of descent constant?
More or less. There's still a slight variation.
Should be possible to work out a broad target area.
We'll try, but our readings are less than adequate, computer data.
Do your best, Lieutenant. Looks like it's going to hit. The question is, what is it up to?
Tell you what I think, Alec. I think that UFO is under manual control. First, the flight variation was used to disrupt our computer programs. But now, I think the alien is fighting to regain control.
Well, that makes sense. If it's damaged.
Yes. The next few minutes are going to be very interesting.
Trajectory termination. Areas 17 to 23.
Too close for comfort. Sound a red alert.
Sir. Course 017422.
Lieutenant?
ETT, area 17, map reference 405, green.
Alert the mobile.
It's weaving offline again.
Shadow control to mobile 2. This is Commander Straker. Get that area sealed off, Foster.
Yes, sir.
So, it's back under control and slowing down enough for a landing.
When's the estimated termination?
In 5 minutes. Colonel Foster won't have time to complete evacuation. Speed 7,500 knots. Decreasing. Range 600 miles.
The roadblock should be in position now. The whole area is sealed off.
Three minutes to termination. Course maintained. Speed reducing.
Come on, friend. We're waiting for you.
It'll be a perfect landing, Alec. And we're going to be right there.
1 minute. Course maintained. Speed. Speed increasing.
Check it.
No error, sir. It's coming down faster.
Get me Colonel Foster.
Sir. Mobile 2, go ahead, control.
The UFO has increased speed to crash velocity. It'll be too late to correct. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And Colonel Foster, if there's a survivor, I want him.
Right.
Mobile to control. Have audio on UFO. Cloud cover preventing visual.
Roger, Mobile 2. It'll be over you in 30 seconds.
Roger. It's decreasing speed. Switching. Yes, course altered 2 degrees.
Colonel Foster, have you got visual contact?
No, sir. Still tracking on audio.
Get there as fast as you can, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
Mobile 2 to control. It's crashed right into a house.
All right, Carol. Do what you can. I don't understand it, Alec. Under control and out of control. Crash landing velocity, then safe landing velocity. Now it hits a house.
Very pretty. But don't pull a bulldozer job in here, Straker.
I won't have to. Nice to see you again.
Gentlemen. The Financial Committee, the Aerospace Commission is in session. Now, you all know Commander Straker. And by the billion-dollar cost estimate beside it, you will have realized that the first project on the agenda is his.
Thank you, General. Gentlemen, this drawing shows a standard B-142 space probe. Now, the project will use a modified version of this spacecraft. I'd like you to notice the domed structure here. Now, from this cross-section, you'll see that it incorporates a device which, in layman's terms, can best be described as an electronic telescope. The principle is very simple. It is a telescope which, instead of using light, operates with a stream of electrons. And it's capable of scanning with a magnification of up to times 2,500. Lieutenant Masters.
These shots of the Earth were taken from an orbit between 450 and 500 miles out.
The electron telescope scans an area, radios the information back to Earth, and the impulses are transmitted into these pictures. And as you can see, the definition is as good as any normal photograph. The tracking and homing mechanisms are also very elaborate, but they've been fully tested and will enable the probe to home in on the planet from 2 million miles out.
I'm sorry to disillusion you, Straker, but I can get you great shots of the Earth with a $2 camera from a balloon.
Yes, I should have been more explicit, General. By the planet, I didn't mean Earth. The purpose of the project, gentlemen, is to enable the probe to track and follow a UFO to its origin. To home in and get high-definition close-ups of the alien planet. Well, find Foster and bring him into my office, will you, Alec?
Did they approve it?
We've got ourselves a deal. We even got a time slot from NASA. Oh, launch 712 in 4 weeks' time.
Well, that's great.
Yes, we could be a lot closer to some of the answers.
How long till lunar sunrise, Lieutenant?
4 minutes.
Right. Are the interceptors ready?
Yes, sir. We've been on red alert since 0600 hours.
If we do lose contact, you'll have to play it by ear.
Yes, sir.
3 minutes, Lieutenant.
It's a feeling of helplessness I can't take.
Sunspot activity is the perfect cover for UFOs. But do you think they'll try anything?
I think you can lay odds on it.
Give me the surface camera.
Yes, Lieutenant. 50 seconds. Interference ratio 2/7 increasing.
Interference level rising to critical, Commander.
Right. Well, it looks like we're going to have a communication blackout.
Sound and vision breaking up.
We'll keep the line open and test signal every 60 seconds. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Give me the surface.
Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Radar trace bearing 184, range 20 miles.
Camera 3. Launch the interceptors.
Interceptors immediate launch.
Immediate launch.
15 miles. Nine miles.
It's altering course.
Long day?
Long month. Well, I think we're set. Well, listen, I'm thinking of taking Keith Ford with me to Moonbase.
Good idea. You're going to need all the help you can get.
Yes. Well, listen, Alec, you'd better keep all Earth-lunar communication down to a minimum.
Sure. What's the situation on the launch?
The launch? Well, I think we can safely leave that with NASA.
Give me a readout on the master computer.
Electronic readout. A-OK. Countdown continues at T minus 4 hours, 32 minutes, 8 seconds.
Missile power. Go. Water system. Go. Fuel system. Go. Telemetry. Go. T minus 3 minutes.
We have green on all readouts. T minus 60 seconds.
29, 28, 27.
We have go
26,
for ignition at minus 20.
25, 24, 23, 22, 21. 18, 17.
Main
16,
stage ignition.
15, 14, 13,
12, 11, 10,
9, 8,
7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
0.
We have liftoff.
T plus 55. T plus 60.
24800.
T plus 65.
18 miles down.
He looks good.
NASA reports the launch is successful, sir.
Right.
Moon-based control to lunar module. Switch to automatic LLS. We'll bring you in by radio beam.
Touchdown, minus 20 seconds.
Right. Welcome to Moonbase, Commander.
Thank you.
If you come with me, I'll show you to your quarters.
Oh, you two go along. Paul, let's go to control. I want to check on that space probe report.
Hello, Commander.
Lieutenant, Nina, Joan.
How's the flight?
Very smooth, thank you. How's everything here?
Fine.
Oh, Lieutenant, do you have the space probe report? Oh, good, good.
Apogee 0.124 below requirement, but we can easily correct it. I've worked out a rough schedule for the astronauts. We understand the probe is to be modified in space.
Oh, this is great. Well, we'll have to go through it together, of course.
I did say it was a rough schedule, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Because of the radio security clampdown, no one on Moonbase knows the purpose of Project Discovery, as it has been codenamed. But I do know how hard some of you have worked on it. As you know, a modified B-142 space probe has been placed into a parking orbit around the moon. Now, the first phase is to fit specialized equipment into the probe. This equipment has already been shipped to Moonbase from Earth. Phase 2 is to maneuver a UFO into a position where the probe can be activated into a flight pattern which will enable it to follow the alien back to its origin. When the probe gets within 2 million miles of its target, it will start to transmit. With luck, we should get the first close-up shots of another world. It will be our first step in bringing the fight back to the alien planet. Thank you. An exciting situation, Lieutenant.
Yes, it is.
Look, you've got to get things set up as fast as possible.
Right. Who's going out on the probe?
Colonel Foster and Lieutenant Masters.
Moonbase control to lunar module. Your flight pattern is go for rendezvous.
Right. Confirm 1.4.
Zero 22417.
Roger, Control. We have visual contact. We're in position. Onboard computer reads go for spacewalk.
We have green on all systems.
Moonbase control to lunar module. Confirm go for spacewalk.
Safety lines checked. Send out the camera on my signal. about to board satellite. Condition green. Stage 1 complete.
Control to space team. Roger.
Great work, Paul. Pass my congratulations on to your team. Now, I've asked you all here to explain the next and most vital phase of the operation. Now, the space probe is in orbit. The equipment has been installed and fully tested. Lieutenant Ellis?
The problem is to force a UFO into an orbit complementary to the space probes. Then we can activate the tracking systems on the B-142 and enable it to latch onto the UFO. This will involve scheduling the interceptors very precisely. We've made a computer study of UFO approaches, and the general pattern is marked, as you can see.
Now, Lieutenant Ellis has compiled an interceptor schedule, but a lot of the decisions will have to be made on the spot.
Does that mean we have to play this one by ear?
Right.
Isn't that dangerous?
It involves a certain risk, Colonel.
A calculated risk, Lieutenant, based on a careful weighing of human factors as much as logic. Well, all we have to do now is wait for a UFO.
Red alert. UFO bearing 142 blue. UFO maintaining course.
This is Control. I have a red alert. I repeat, a red alert. Have UFO on positive track. 142 blue.
Speed, Sol 8.35.
140. 139.
SIT has just confirmed. It's coming in on the predicted flight path.
Good. Well, she's all yours, Lieutenant.
This is Control to interceptors. Immediate launch. Repeat. Immediate launch.
Right, let's go.
Your controller will be Lieutenant Ellis. Flight plans will be relayed by Lieutenant Ford.
UFO maintaining course. Speed Sol minus 8.35.
UFO maintaining course and speed. Stand by for onboard computer read in. 00102. 1319-0124. Input N.
Roger, Control.
UFO maintaining course. Bearing 142 blue. Range 18 million miles. $17 million miles.
Entering area red, 081.
There it is.
It's changing course.
UFO entering area red, 084. Speed, Sol 8.37.
We'll have to readjust the schedule.
Right. Compute for new flight plan.
Right, sir. Control to interceptors. Stand by for new flight plan. 042 148 2148. Increase speed to Sol 1.127.
Leader to 2 and 3. Alter course to 2148.
Roger, leader.
Interceptors losing contact, sir.
We've got to turn it. If we use a detonation here, the UFO will be forced to swing away onto this sort of a course. Tell the interceptors to explode a missile in area blue. 128.
Control to interceptors. Break formation. We'll relay new flight plans. Control to interceptors.
Missile timing 15.18 seconds.
Thank you, Control. Commencing missile sequence. Firing -5.2 seconds.
Detonation positive.
It's altered course.
UFO entering area blue 132.
Maintaining speed.
Crossing into blue 133.
It's coming round just right.
It's accelerating, sir. 0.38. 8.39. You have to use a second missile, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Right. Compute it.
Yes, sir.
Well?
I think a missile in area blue 27 should do it, Commander.
Order the missile launch.
Yes, sir. Missile timing 104 018 826.
Roger.
Detonation confirmed, sir.
UFO veered to new course. 301. Compute B142. Will link up in 4-3 seconds.
Lieutenant,
Oh, Commander Straker.
how do you feel?
Fine, thanks.
How about a cup of coffee?
Yes, I'd like that.
How do you like your coffee?
No sugar.
Here we are.
Thanks.
Well, here's to Project Discovery.
Cheers.
You know, I want to thank you, Gay, for all the hard work you put into this project. And the long hours. You know, I think you push yourself a little bit too hard. You're doing a fine job, Gay. A man's job, but you don't have to do it any better because you're a woman. And don't ever forget, you're a very attractive girl.
Thanks for the coffee. And thank you.
Lieutenant?
Colonel Foster?
Sir.
When do we leave?
1800 hours tomorrow, sir.
Good. Let me give you a piece of advice, Paul. Don't ever judge a situation by the end of a conversation.
Lunar module takeoff, minus 18 minutes.
I just come in to say thank you, girls.
When will the first pictures be through, sir?
Well, the experts tell me 4 months, so let's hope that they're worth waiting for. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay. Next time you're on Earth furlough, drop in and see me.
Yes, I will.
That's why I picked you up myself. I wanted to brief you before you had a word with General Henderson.
Well, I knew it wasn't for my big blue eye.
Coming back from the moon can be disorientating. Even moon speeds have some effect on time.
Yes, sir. I see, sir. Never knew that, sir.
What's that?
What?
Thought I saw something up there.
Cars on dark country roads can be disorientating, too.
There is something up there. 15 degrees west. There, see?
It's Venus.
Wrong direction.
Space shot?
No, we have none scheduled.
Could be a Russian launch.
No, we have theirs scheduled too. Space debris.
No, it's the wrong pattern. Well, all I've got left is a weather balloon. That would mean it's drifting against the wind.
It's a UFO. Straker to Shadow Control. UFO in Earth's atmosphere coming your way. Do you read me? Do you read me?
Commander Straker's car, sir.
Where?
3 kilometers from junction 14.
Check the radio link.
But how could it have got past moon base without being spotted?
I don't know.
Well, the radio checks out. We're receiving and transmitting at full strength.
It's absurd. Why doesn't Control answer?
Well, it's not this end. But if they've knocked out shadow communications, why haven't they landed and destroyed the base?
They may have done just that.
How long?
About another 10 minutes.
It's coming this way.
Here's your coffee, Keith.
Yeah, that's just what I needed.
Good morning, sir.
Moonbase to control. Sighting. Area red 042184.
How does it look, Lieutenant?
We're awaiting confirmation.
UFO 428. Speed 1.5 million miles per second. Bearing positive. Course 017234 red.
Sighting confirmed. We have a UFO on positive track.
Red alert. Interceptors, immediate launch. Interceptors, immediate launch. Moonbase to control. We have a positive sighting.
Get the trajectory termination as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
Course
017348-101.
Speed.
Sol 0, decimal 5 reducing.
Program computers for missile firing sequence.
Program complete. Missile firing 18.4.
Have you thought of names yet?
No, we're still working on it. Commander Straker, have a cigar, sir.
Oh, thank you, Gray. Thank you. What's the occasion? Did you get a raise?
No, I just became a father.
Uh-uh. Congratulations. How's your wife?
Oh, she's fine, thanks, sir.
Good. A boy or girl?
Twins.
Twins, huh? And you owe me another cigar.
Yeah, funny after waiting so long. Everything seemed to happen so fast. We got down to the hospital, they didn't want to let us in. Well, we got in anyway. She was only in the operating theater about a minute. You're the expert, Grandad.
Look who's talking. You got two for the price of one, first time.
Oh, well, I'm certainly glad it's over.
Too much cigar smoke around here, Alec. Tell somebody to turn on the fan and get rid of it.
Right.
Lieutenant Gray.
Yes, sir.
Take a week's furlough starting now.
But, sir...
That's an order.
Right, sir.
As for the rest of us, let's do a little work while we celebrate.
They're coming through now, sir.
Right. Feed it through the decoder straight into printout.
Right, sir.
Fantastic. Look at that.
Tell the lab I want the preliminary report in 24 hours.
Yes, sir.
We've got the answers, Alec. We've got the answers.
Commander?
I did say 24 hours, Kelly.
Yes, sir, but we haven't had time to type up a report.
And give it to me verbally.
There was a fault in the device.
A fault?
Yes, sir. The range and magnification on each shot wasn't transmitted.
Just what is that supposed to mean?
That means, except for superfluous detail, these shots tell us very little.
Look, what are you trying to sell me, Kelly? Well, look at that. Look at that detail. But it must tell you something.
Yes, but was it taken from 500 or 100 miles? With a magnification of 1 or 1,000?
Oh, come on. Look, if I take a picture of a girl from 3 feet or 100 yards, I can still see it's a girl.
I want to show you something, Commander. Now, whatever the range, that's a shot of the alien planet. A close-up of the surface.
Yes. And I'm no expert, but that must be some form of vegetation.
Some form of vegetation, you think? You could be right. Well, why don't we take another look? Now, let's pull back. You'll notice the curvature of the horizon.
Well, surely from that we can work out an approximation of the overall size.
Let's pull back a little more.
What is this, Kelly? Some sort of joke?
You said earlier, Commander, you could recognize a girl from 3 feet or 100 yards. What about when the shot is from 30 inches, with a magnification varying from 0 to 10,000?
Hello, Commander.
Lieutenant?
Thank you. You can relax now.
Hold it there a moment, will you, Lieutenant? Magnification 0 times 10, 100, 1,000.
Not the most flattering of pin-ups, nor the best way to spend a furlough.
Thanks for all your help, Gay.
Pleasure. Goodbye, Commander.
Lieutenant? Yes. I'm beginning to see the problem.
I'd like you to have a look at that monitor. What would you say this is, Commander?
Well, before your demonstration, I would have said a lava formation of some kind.
Actually, it's a section of fractured polystyrene.
It's incredible.
Here's another.
From the structure in the center, it could be a building.
In fact, Commander, it's a grain of pollen. Another shot which could well be taken for a strange rock formation.
Yes, I have to agree.
Puffed wheat, sir. Without knowing details of range and magnification, the lava flow becomes a piece of shattered polystyrene, magnification times 2155. A pollen grain becomes a futuristic building, and a grain of puffed wheat, a rock formation.
Tell me, how are these shots produced?
Well, microphotography is well established, but the secret is three-dimensional effect, the depth of focus. It's been known for 25 years, but it needs development.
So, while we've all been looking into outer space, men like you have been sitting on this. Inner space, your pet project.
Yes. It's a vast area, almost completely unexplored. But I believe it'll give us the answers to some of the basic questions about the universe, and even life itself.
Well, maybe we've all been looking the wrong way. You know, when you really think about it, everything in this office, every object, even a speck of dust, contains billions of particles. And each particle is made up of millions of atoms. A whole universe within these four walls. I walk along a beach, stand with millions of grains of sand beneath my feet. Is everything we know, this office, our world, the vastness of space itself, inside one grain of sand on another beach, on another world, in another universe? Space is infinite, both ways, outward and inward.
You can tell Kelly he'll get his appropriation. Maybe more than he expects. I get the picture.
A greatly magnified picture, General.